I am standing by with Erin, who appreciates my hat and my unicorn leggings. She's like, "You're so fun." I'm like, "You're so fun." So Erin is here with her boys, Beckham, who is a St. Jude patient, who's going to talk in a minute, and his brother, his big brother.
Yes, big brother.
Trey.
Big brother, and he's got two other ones that are in school right now.
All right.
But
all
Trey's
right.
the one that got to come.
You're how old now? Now hold the mic up so they can hear you, bub.
9 years old.
You're 9. Okay. And what grade?
4th.
And how long? Do you know how long you've been going to St. Jude, bud?
He was diagnosed
He was
when he was 3,
diagnosed.
so we are in our 6th year, almost 7. He's doing great. He graduated into ACT. It would have been the summer of 2017, so he was 5 years cancer survivor.
How old was he when he first got diagnosed again?
He was 3 years old. He was diagnosed in June of 2012. So.
All right. And you're all, I don't want to make your mood bad. I just
No,
remember if you could just tell us the symptoms and how it started, because this is also about awareness, because these are regular parents just like you that never thought it would happen to them,
Totally.
so like you did, right?
Right. And honestly, I don't even think we realized the symptoms in the moment at the time until it got beyond what we could comprehend. He started to show some glare in the pupil of his eye. It was not in everyday lighting. It was just a very, very uncommon thing. And then that would have been in March in 2012, but in June is when it was there all the time. And so really that was the only symptom that we saw. And then we took him in and we found out at that point that he had an aggressive form of cancer called retinoblastoma.
Unbelievable. At that point, did they tell you the success rate on that?
They really didn't. It was just very fast moving. Honestly, humbly I can say that they could have, and I wasn't hearing it.
Once you hear your kid has
Yeah.
this, everything shuts down.
It really does. You really just kind of zone out to all other things, and you grasp only what you're capable of grasping. And I just think that that's just kind of, at least for us in our faith, we can only take on so much at a time. And so right then it was about the diagnosis and about getting him on a plane at that time to Philadelphia, where we took our next step.
And this is little Beckham. Beckham's a 4th grader. And what class are you in?
Miss Turner's.
And what school?
Lincoln Elementary.
Are
Say
they
hi.
listening?
Yeah.
Yeah, so say hi, class.
Hi.
Do you have a girlfriend in there?
No.
So mom and you, besides, it was interesting. So he had the cancer that was basically in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a question for you, real quick. You have really unique eyes, especially your right
Yeah.
one. It's almost like a cat eye.
Yeah.
Did you at first think that it was something because of your eyes? When it was acting a little funky, that you had to have this cool, unique eye like you did?
Totally. Yeah, I didn't. It was so random though, and it was just this light glare that I think it wasn't really anything that struck out in me. Sadly, it just wasn't. He had no other symptoms. He wasn't like having headaches, wasn't running into wall. It wasn't anything like that. And so that came about. I started to think that more once he was diagnosed.
Yeah.
And thought, was there something genetically in me? Because it is it's a genetic cancer.
Yeah.
But honestly, in all the genetic testing, what they're finding is that it links more to adult melanoma, which is definitely in our family as well.
Oh, I gotcha. And then this is all because of the research and everything
The
at St.
research.
Jude is
Yes,
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
So how long he's at over 5 years in remission?
Yeah.
If there's a parent listening right now that maybe knows about St. Jude but doesn't really know like you know now St. Jude, what would you say to them in their car?
Oh my goodness, I was just talking to the boys on the way here I can't tell you the devastation in that moment of hearing words like your son has cancer. It's just leveling. And so then to have a place come up alongside you that says, we just want to shoulder the burden almost for you in every way that we can. And those ways that they can are how they love on us, how they support us, how they relieve us in the way of financial care, how they bring joy into a really not joyful situation. And so they really shoulder the burden and carry it with you. It's not something that they say, you do this part on your own and we're gonna do our job over here. They really step into it with you. And so to have that level of empathy, to have someone walk into it with you is pretty amazing.
Well, thank you, Erin, for being here. Thank you, Trey, the big brother,
big brother.
the silent, strong brother in the back. And buddy, congrats on another year. You look good. Your eyes are big and beautiful and blue like mom's. And then you're gonna let me know your girlfriend's name by next year, right?
Say no way.
No.
No way! All right,
The
guys.
only girl is mom, right?
Yes, the only girl's mom. Keep it that way.